Hello and welcome to Prudent Media News. First, a look at the headlines. Chief Election Commissioner S.Y. Quereshi says money power in Goa, Punjab and Uttar Pradesh a worrying factor. Commission to take extra steps for prevention. MGP may soon leave government. Pre-poll alliance talks with Congress fail. Babush still battling for tickets to Jennifer or Isidor, says won't leave Congress. State Election Commission recommends General Panchayat poll by April and or May beginning. Polling over in 11 Panchayat boards. By poll from 6 talukas. 3 elected unopposed. Counting and results on Monday. Babu Brothers 2020 cricket tournament begins. Kurtori Warriors beat Satari Boys while Arlem team defeat Super Strikers on day 1. Now the news in detail. The Election Commission feels that Goa, Punjab and Uttar Pradesh may pose problems on use of money power in the upcoming assembly elections. Chief Election Commissioner S.Y. Quereshi expressed this possibility while speaking to a news agency in Delhi.
The Chief Election Commission is serious about the money power in Goa Assembly poll. The Chief Election Commissioner S.Y. Quereshi is himself on the record saying money plays a big role in these state polls. Quereshi was speaking to PTI when asked if EC foresees problems in any of poll-bound states. He said, "We feel that Punjab and Uttar Pradesh will give us problems on the money front, and so will Goa because money plays a big role. Air surveillance units have been activated for keeping an eye on state airports to see from where money is coming into the state." Quereshi said that Commission will also keep a tab on paid news during polls. Besides, also on the television channels and newspapers owned by the various political parties. S.Y. Quereshi says, "We will count the number of hours on TV and space given in newspapers and see their rate cards and then divide it among the total number of candidates for which the campaigns are done." The Election Commission has already disqualified one person for paid news, Umlesh Yadav, who contested in 2007 as a Rashtriya Parivartan Dal MLA and Bisauli Assembly constituency in Uttar Pradesh. The Election Commission has sought amendments in law to make paid news an electoral offence. The Commission has proposed an amendment in the Representation of People Act for a punishment of minimum of 2 years imprisonment to an offender. Bureau Report, Prudent Media.
MGP may walk out of the government as the talks of pre-poll alliance with the Congress High Command have failed. Sources say MGP has made it clear to the Congress leadership in Delhi that they can't afford pre-poll alliance with their partner in power. Sources also say that one among Sopte or Patnakar may not get a Congress ticket, while Babush Bonsrat is desperately trying for a ticket for him and Jennifer, or at least for him and Isidor Fernandez. Congress's screening committee is likely to declare candidates first list by 13th of January. Here is the report.
Sources say MGP may soon walk out of the government as the talks with the Congress leadership have failed. MGP needs a polled vote share of almost 85,000 to retain its party symbol, which is not possible with the coalition. Neither BJP nor Congress can offer 10 to 12 seats to MGP in a pre-poll coalition deal. This has created uncertainty about MGP's pre-poll coalition with either of the national parties. As the party is currently sharing power with the Congress, it has no option left out than to leave the government. Sources say this has been intimated by the MGP leadership to the Congress High Command during a recent meeting in Delhi. Congress leaders have returned back to Goa from Delhi. They had poll-related meetings with the High Command. Alemaus were camping in Delhi to secure seats for Yuri and Valanka. This is what senior Alemaus had to say.
Regarding the ticket of Yuri and Valanka?
Visibility ticket medley. Visibility ticket medley.
Congress is yet to announce its first list of candidates, but its leaders have started campaigning for the polls. On Sunday, Chief Minister Digambar Kamath had a door-to-door campaign in Madgaon. Chief Minister Kamath had many workers following him. However, there were some reports of some government employees had participated in this election campaign. Some CDs were also distributed during this campaign. Meanwhile, either of former BJP MLAs Rajesh Patnekar or Dayanand Sopte may not get a Congress ticket. Highly placed sources say Congress may not give ticket to one of them. Congress's screening committee first list of candidates will be out likely by 13th. Screening committee's meeting is scheduled in Delhi. Babush Montserrat is making desperate attempts to get tickets for his wife Jennifer and himself, or at least for him and Isidor. Meanwhile, Babush Montserrat has cleared that he will not leave Congress party.
No, the very important thing is what happened. Where Taligaon is concerned, that Congress ticket is confirmed. Now you are talking is where Santa Cruz is concerned. There I am very hopeful. This is one thing. Second thing, I still repent for the mistake which I committed in 2007. I assure you I am not going to commit that mistake this time. Because I believe if that time, if I had contested on a Congress ticket here, there my wife would have won, even on a UGD. See, as far as my thing is concerned with Isidor is a dear friend of mine. So as far as whatever I could do for Isidor, I am trying my level best.
A senior reporter Rakesh Kandolkar from Panji, reporter from Vasco Surendra Madkekar, from Madgaon Samir Bhatt, with video journalist Sunny Narvekar for Prudent Media.
State Election Commission has recommended to the government that the general panchayat poll may be held by the end of April or beginning of May. Polling was conducted for 11 panchayat wards from 6 talukas on Sunday. 3 candidates have been elected unopposed from Rejmagos, Ibrahimpur and Chandel panchayats. By-poll of a ward from Nagwa Panchayat has been postponed due to stay from the court. Result of this by-poll will be declared on Monday morning after counting.
15 panchayats from 6 talukas were scheduled for by-elections on Sunday. 11 wards out of these 15 wards from these 15 panchayats held by-elections, as 3 panchayats have been elected unopposed. Nagwa Panchayat's by-election is postponed as the court has stayed election. Only one candidate has contested from Reshmagos, Chanel, Hansapur and Ibrahimpur panchayats. Hence, they have been elected unopposed. This is the elected candidate list. Reshmagos, Rajesh Bhosle. Ibrahimpur, Devidas Parwar. Chanel, Hansapur, Sheetal Harijan. Rest 11 panchayats held its by-election for 11 wards. Altogether, 32 candidates were in the ring. Asnoda, ward number 8, 3 candidates voting 68.25%. Nasnoda Panchayat, ward number 5, 2 candidates, 79.93% voting recorded. Khotigaon, ward number 4, 3 candidates, 83.59% voting. Dhargarh, ward number 1, 2 candidates, 77.31% voting. Warkhand Nagzar, ward number 3, candidates 2, 79.50%. Virnoda, ward number 1, 2 candidates, 85.36%. Karmon, ward number 5, candidates 4, 63.41% voting recorded. Davarli Dikarpale, ward number 4, candidates 6, 70.66 voting. Dongurli Thane, ward number 5, candidates 3, 86.89% voting. Maushe Panchayat, ward number 5, candidates 3, 82.67%. Shridav Pale, ward number 5, 2 candidates, 86.34% voting recorded. Counting will begin at the respective Mamladar offices from 8 am onwards on Monday. Meanwhile, all the panchayats might go for general election by April end or May beginning. State Election Commission has moved a file to the government proposing poll schedule. State Election Commission has recommended that panchayat poll may be held by April end or in the first week of May. A reporter from Panji Laukik Shilkar with Vinod Methar from Pedne, Samir Bhatt from Madgaon and Uday Parab from Sattari.
It's time for a short break. Stay tuned.